Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live right here on Podbean, on Facebook, on YouTube, on everywhere. My God, wherever I am, I'm there. Twitch, goodness, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. Now that don't mean because I'm everywhere, that means that everybody's watching. You know what I'm saying? But at least it's there for you. You understand? It's there for you. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on what else? Pandora. I'm just everywhere. Wherever I am. Thank you for listening to me. If you listen to this replay, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hanging with me. I don't know why I have an echo going on Podbean, but it's there. This never has happened. How about that? Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but hello, Podbean. Who's that, Miss Ty? You're on Podbean. Do you hear echo? Type that in. Hello to my brother Tavis. I see you, man. I see you in the house. Those that are watching through, look like everybody's on the Big Time Show on Facebook. Hello to everybody. I'm sharing right now before I get started. I hope that you will do me a favor and just share with everyone. I see you. The conscious is in. My brother Kevin Carr is in the house. What's up, man? How y'all doing on this great Saturday evening? I'm fired up a little bit. First of all, I just came from my son's basketball game in which his team flat out dominated his guys. They were flat out awesome today. And I enjoyed every second of it. Hello, Joyce Chung, who just entered in. Albert on Podbean. Hey, how y'all doing? Never seen you guys before, but welcome to the Big Time Show podcast. What is going on? Do me a favor. If you hang with me, why don't you follow the show? And I would appreciate it. I'm still sharing right now. We get ready to talk Cowboys in just a second. 'Cause you already know I'm coming. I ain't saying nothing about what's been going on. It's coming. I'm ready. But my Suns had a big game. They won 35-7. Dominant defensive performance. And my son was the leading scorer today with 11 points, 9 rebounds, and uh, five steals. But who's counting? Who's counting? I just read the stat line. I wasn't counting. Yeah. I was very proud of that. He came to play today. He lit it up today. So I'm very happy about that. I'm still sharing. Forgive me for not looking. I'm ready to rock now. What's going on, y'all? Look, let me just go ahead and just start off with everybody. Yeah. Ricky Seals Jones back. Watching it. Yeah, I know. He's been activated. Yeah. My brothers are already filling you guys in if you're watching with some of the updates to the roster, Cowboys roster, and also the Washington football team. What they're doing. Hey, I know y'all see my little screen. It's little Christmas time, so I had a little Frosty the Snowman in the corner there for you. Little Christmas tree snow, little production. You know how it goes. Look, you gotta get into the Christmas spirit. Today, since my son won today, I'm not in a Grinch mode. I'm not in a bar humbug mode. I'm pretty excited today. So good to see you guys on today. The Army Navy game is on. I'm a former Army person, so I'm cheering for Army to win. Kevin, I see that, and I was gonna get into that, but I tell you what, I'm gonna start with this since you brought it up, since it's fresh. Tabby said, "Ho ho ho, listen to the Grinch anthem." I love it. I won't be, but to see some things that make you in the Grinch mode. I was gonna start somewhere, but since my brother Kevin done crump that up, I'll just go ahead and start right there with the news that Tony Pollard. If it ain't one thing, it's another with the Cowboys. Just when you think things are about to come to the table with full bullet guns locked and loaded, something always happens, and here we go again. So let's just be honest, y'all. I know y'all ain't gonna like it, but I almost want to say, at least for the last month, our most productive back. It seems as if, and it's really only make common sense if he does not play tomorrow. Most of you know that Tony Pollard has plantar fasciitis, however you pronounce it, tear in the foot. But it's not a tear. It's not a tear. They wish that he did tear it, but it's not a tear, and it's probably gonna keep him out on tomorrow, which means that we already been crying about Ezekiel Elliott and his production. Obviously, he's gonna go at it again, but who's gonna, until Ezekiel Elliott's, he's had 10 days, but his injury requires more than 10 days, to get him full back. He can go out there, but will he be functional? I don't know. Maybe 10 days did it. I don't know. I hope so. But in the meantime, the Cowboys signed Ito Smith from Atlanta, in which Coach McCarthy said in his press conference the other day that he's already somewhat caught up with the offense. Now, I don't quite believe that. I'm quite sure he knows a few plays that he can contribute on. I'm quite sure he knows some type of pass blocking and maybe some formations, maybe. But, he came from Atlanta. He doesn't know Kellen Moore offense, so maybe it's just a little package deal with him. As you can see earlier, Mr. Hardy is back. He's been activated for tomorrow. So Jaquan Hardy, who, if you remember, was on Hard Knocks, the young kid that wore the glasses, if you remember him, he's been activated. So it's obvious if they got Smith and Hardy, what that's telling you is obviously that somebody probably gonna be sitting down tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to be Tony Pollard. You just hate that. You hate it because we all know what Pollard brings to the table. Don't even have to say that. And it's just, again, bad timing for us. It's really just a matter of who we're going to line up with every week. And you just got to take our chances. But you hate to see some of our most productive players get hurt at this time. So we just going to have to see. Hopefully Zeke Elliott is all right, because I guarantee you he'll get tested tomorrow. We'll find out how much he's done, but usually what happens is Zeke Elliott may go for maybe about 2 series, and then all of a sudden he raises his hand up and go to the sideline and limping off, and he's no more good for the rest of the game. Okay, it's just no question. So the load is going, a big load, or at least a gigantic piece, will fall on looks like on the heads of either Smith or Mr. Hardy. Hope they ready. Hope they ready. That's the only thing I can say. Which again leads to this. I hope y'all ain't putting all y'all eggs in the basket talking about running the football. I mean, do y'all? Come on now. If Pollard with Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, they didn't run the ball. So, let's just be honest. They didn't run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard did. Okay. Hey, Micah Evans done joined me on Podbean. It look like, I guess you have. Or you may be back on the other spot. Okay. Hey, Mike, you from YouTube. I saw you jumped on Podbean, but you're on YouTube. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Mike. Listen, they weren't running the ball. Will y'all be honest? They were not running the ball with Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott there. They were. Now, what in the world you think they're going to do? What do you think Kellen Moore going to do? Come on now. Let's just say Ezekiel Elliott and Ito Smith. What do you think? What do you think he's going to do? What do you think they're going to do? Come on now. What do you think they're going to do with Ito Smith and Jaquan Hardy? Man, Dak Prescott is about to throw the ball 50 times tomorrow. Do y'all understand? Hey, look, let's start calling a spade a spade. I don't know how much more we got to prove. I know what everybody wants, but do I want it? Yes, I want it too. But look, I've seen enough. He is not going to run the football tomorrow. I'm just telling you, it's not going to happen. Kevin says, talking about Connor Williams, he needs to be starting over Connor McGovern. That's what Kevin is saying. And I agree totally, because what we thought would happen has not happened. We thought putting McGovern in. We thought that was just the end all of the star lineup. We ready to roll now. Connor McGovern has been a downgrade from Connor Williams in the running game. At least we were running the ball when Connor Williams was there. It was just not. Now, Connor Williams got beat up and had a whole bunch of penalties, as we know. He got beat up on select defensive tackles. But overall, running the football, they were moving people. I agree. I think that he needs to come back in, but I think they really believe in McGovern, and I believe they're just going to roll with it. I really believe that's going to happen. So I'm I'm still saying the same thing. Even with, if you put Connor Williams in, you still gonna have the same problem. Kellen Moore just cannot help himself. And let's throw in Dak Prescott also. He can't help himself because he'll change the play. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just call a spade a spade. Kellen Moore passed the football. Accept it. Believe in it. Because it's gonna happen. He's not running. So we'll be talking about this tomorrow after the game. Like, why won't he run? Why? Well, I guarantee you, it's gonna happen. Matter of fact, let me go on since some of y'all here now. Since you know Pollard probably not playing. We know Ziggy Elliott. Well, we think that he's still somewhat hampered by his injury. Let me go and get a poll now. How many times do you think that Dak Prescott is going to throw the ball? Give me a number. Give me a number. I say ain't nothing wrong with Gallup, Cooper, and Lamb, which is what Kellen Moore believes in anyway. I just want to know everybody here, whoever's here, how many times do you believe Dak Prescott is going to throw the ball? Now, how many times he's going to complete it? How many pass attempts do you believe he's going to have? I'm going to start it off. I'm going to say he's going to throw the ball 42 times. Y'all think I'm crazy, don't you? I know it. There it is. Mike Evans right on me. Mike Evans was typing why I said it. He said 45 times. I said 42. How many times y'all think he's going to run the ball? I mean, pass the ball. Appreciate it, Mike. How many times? How many times? How many times? How many times? I just don't believe in Kellen Moore. I believe we could run it if we try. But y'all know, we done seen enough evidence to know what Kellen Moore does. If the run game ain't working on the first 2 or 3 carries, we already know what's going to happen there. I mean, come on now. I don't know how much. He said, Kevin says, I got to see first if they sell out to stop the run. Then, of course, we pass on, then we throw. Kevin, I think you already know that. That's every team that we play. That's the strategy. That is the strategy, actually, against us. That you know, beforehand, before when we was real hot, they were so scared of the receivers that they played that 2 shell high look all the time. Most teams did. They didn't get aggressive like that. And maybe finally with everybody back, we might hopefully see that again. That was just the fear factor. I agree with you on the part. That's what we just got to see. But I just see everybody can't line up, play man to man against us because you don't have that type of personnel that can handle that. Especially when you got the kind of receivers that we do have. You really asking to get 50 put on the defense. And Washington has lost a few guys. Everybody talking about Chase Young and Montez Sweat. Well, but they lost a few more in the secondary. And so some teams that you know can't be so aggressive in playing man to man if you don't have that type of personnel. It's just, you know, that part we just have to, I agree with Kevin, we just got to see on that part. But I just believe that they ain't going to let us run absolutely nothing. And I just believe Dak going to throw the ball 40 plus times. I just believe it. Because if you really want to be truthful about it, yeah, Mike, Logan Thomas, that's a killer for us. Logan Thomas, their tight end, who has killed us over the years. He's not playing tomorrow as well. That's a big loss for them. But, you know, as far as our offense, if you want to be truthful about our offense, you want to be really truthful, the strength of our offense is the appearance of those three receivers out there, because they must be respected. You can't play around with it. All of them have the ability to have 1,000-yard year. All of them. Gallup, Lamb, and Cook. You got a quarterback who can throw for almost 5,000 yards a year. You don't want it, but he can, because the skill set of the receivers is so good. Ziggy Elliott has been on the decline the last two years at least. So let's just call it like it is. The offensive line has been beat up, hurt. Guys missed plenty of games. From the right tackle all the way to the left tackle. Guys been missing games. The strength of this team, I know everybody wants to say it's the offensive line and running the game. No. Look where the money is. The money's in the receiving core, with the exception of Gallup. The money, and Lamb too, but Lamb's on rookie contract. But I'm just saying, we're talking, that is the strength of this team. We paid the quarterback, not to hand the ball off. We drafted. We didn't have no choice with Lamb. He was just sitting right there for us. But you draft a Lamb not to have him pass blocking, run blocking. You draft him to put points on the board. Cooper demands a double team still. The strength of this team is the wide receiving core. No doubt about it. But again, that's my view. You may think differently, and it could be debated, no doubt about it. But I really do hate if Tony Pollard, and to be honest with you, when you have the injury that he has, you really don't want him to play. You don't. If his foot is bad, you certainly not expecting him to run too good, right? Look, breaking news. You cannot run without your feet. I'm just saying. Hey, this guy like Ziggy Elliott, it's hard to run when your knee is hurt. It's hard to run when you getting hit on it. You know what I'm saying? When you getting hit on your knee, you got a deep knee bruise in the knee. Getting hit on it don't make it better. I'm just breaking news. It don't make it better. If you have plantar fasciitis, or however you pronounce it, in your foot, running on it don't make it better. You need to rest it. And although I hate that the Pollard is very much needed, no doubt about it. But we'll need him more later on down the road, rather than just a good shot that he might tear that thing. Remember, it's one coma. Usually, from what Mike McCarthy said, as I said earlier, usually you want that thing to tear, so you can go ahead and get the healing. You don't want it kind of lingering, but it don't. That's what Pollard is. So it's a very risky type play if you were to play him. So in my view, although I hate to say it, but it's obvious he needs to sit down. But the Cowboys, I thought it was obvious that Ziggy Elliott needs to sit down. Y'all see that, don't you? Ziggy Elliott still playing. So I don't know what the Cowboys. I'm not even predicting. I'm just like my guy Kevin on here. The Conjures, I'm just like him. I'm just gonna turn on the TV and let's just see who line up. Because the Cowboys do things differently. What they should do, they don't. And what they shouldn't do, they do. So I just want to see you just gonna line up and hey, let's play. Which leads, of course, to what the world is talking about. I guarantee. Come on, man. First of all, let's just get it out the way. The media has blown this up tremendously. When people quote people, you usually want to get the proper context of what things will happen. If you listen to the interview from Coach McCarthy, it was not as the way that the media is portraying it to be. But when you're looking for any type of edge, you'll make it be what you want it to be. That's what's going on with the Washington football team, who is taking Coach McCarthy's words and has used it as bulletin board material. What's up to leave? I see you. Oh my goodness. Kevin put the nail on, put his comment up here. Conscious does it again. Look what he says. That's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta do. We gotta play physical. Y'all see that? To my previous conversation. That's all we gotta do. However, I say this, Kevin, when we start talking about playing physical football, you ain't playing no physical football when all your play calls is the offensive line going backwards, pass blocking. That's not physical. You playing on your heels. I got a feeling that's what it's gonna be though. You ain't got the chance to lay on these guys. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we get at least 25 carries. 25 to 28 carries. But you're almost asking for the impossible with that with Kellen Moore. I mean, it's just not him. And I'm not faulting him. If it is, look, he is what he is. He is that. I wish people would accept it and stop trying to make him be Earl Campbell or Derrick Henry type running back, offensive coordinator. That's just not him. It's not. That's not his philosophy. It's not. And I'm about sick now. We all way in. I'm tired of everybody holding on this dream. Like we're gonna run football 40 times a game. It's not gonna happen. You don't believe me? Go look at the stats. All you gotta do is look at the stats this year. You just let it speak for itself. It's not gonna happen. But back to Coach McCarthy. Hey, yes, sir. Talib, I'm coming, Talib. I see your point. I'm coming. You pushing me, but I'm coming. I'm coming right to that point right there. The media has made this bigger than what it is. And Washington, you knew they were going to bite on it and use this bulletin board material. And Coach, Lord have mercy. Jesus, I forgot the boy's name already. What's the head coach name in Washington? Man, it's on my tongue. No, Coach Rivera. Coach Rivera is, he's responded to it. And you can tell they say he already told his team. Look, the bottom line is this. You don't need no extra motivation for this game. Hey, what's up, Joe? Appreciate you, man. You don't need no extra motivation for this game. This is the Cowboys against the Washington. If you don't feel that energy just from the start, on the road, I mean, where you're hated. You're hated in that building. You know it's going to be a lot of Cowboy fans. But you know that building does not like us. They probably met us at the airport. This city does not like us. They never have. We don't like them. You don't need no extra motivation, but if you want to make up a story, so ahead. I love it. Go ahead. And you know what else I like about it? This is the other part I like about it. The Cowboys fed into it also. Did y'all hear some of the interviews of the players responding to their coach? Did you hear the leader of the team, Dak Prescott, use an expletive when they first asked him about the guarantee or the supposed guarantee from Coach McCarthy? Did you hear Dak Prescott cuss? They had to bleep it out. Oh my goodness! The Cowboys have bought into it. So we coming into the game tomorrow with some fire and warm-ups. I wouldn't be surprised to get some trash talk, maybe even a borderline fight right there before the game. Ron Rivera has told his team, all this, all that, and usually to get them fired up, and I'm quite sure they're going to be ready to play. I'm quite sure of that. And I'm quite sure, based on what I heard from Dak and Amari Cooper, these guys are saying, okay, let's go. Let's go. Let me tell you why this is a huge, huge game. And then I'll move to the defense side of football. This is why it's a huge game, though. Because if the Cowboys win tomorrow, this division is over. Now, technically speaking, it's not over, but that'll turn into a 3-game lead. And we're not losing 4 out of the next 5. It's not going to happen. This division will be over. Don't forget now, 3-game lead plus the tiebreaker at the point. I know we're playing them in 2 weeks in Dallas. I understand that. But you got the tiebreaker on them because you just beat them. So really, essentially, that's really almost like a 4-game lead. This division is over. If we win tomorrow, it's over. It's over. It's no question in my mind. It's over. No, I don't have no question about it. If we lose, however, then it's going to get a little tight. We're still in control, but it's going to get a little tight. Because they're going to come to Dallas in a couple of weeks. And they should be, if they win tomorrow, it's down to essentially a 1-game lead. So really, to be honest with you, this is why I say I'm glad that they bought into the little hype that's going on. Because Washington, the truth be told, their playoffs start tomorrow. Yeah. If they lose this game tomorrow, they're going to start getting ready for the draft. Yeah. We ain't lose no 3-game lead with 5. To leave, I'm surprised the NFL didn't move the time slot for this game from 1 o'clock to late afternoon for TV rating. I'm going to take it a step further, Lee. I don't know if we're in the flex thing yet, but I'm kind of shocked that as big of a game this is, and since the whole world watching, they will be watching at 12. I thought that probably there's a good chance that we can see this game on Sunday night. I don't know if we're flexing yet. I don't know if they're flexing. I think we may be a week or 2 off from the flex thing, but this would have been a huge TV rating for Sunday night. No doubt about that. No question. Cowboys generate the biggest ratings on Sunday night anyway. But you add all this drama that's going on, you bring in the Washington fan base, because there's plenty of them too. You have a monumental TV rating on tomorrow night. So I get what you're saying, but I'll go on take a step further by trying to figure out why they didn't play Sunday night. I just don't think the flex thing has started yet. Joe said we win tomorrow, then you can rest Zeke for the New York Giants game. That's a big. And then Mike says right now Dallas is favored by 4.5. That's big. That's a big point spread, especially when you're on the road. Usually the home team gets a 3-point favorite, according to Vegas. But now you're going with they're going with Dallas and 4.5. So that's a big spread. No doubt about that. Now, Zeke, from what Joe said, the interesting thing, the only thing I'm gonna see about Zeke, because one thing we will have to give him credit for, the knee is obviously not right, but he finishes every game. Now he has to take a break in between and all that kind of stuff, but he has played, and he starts off as best as he can, and then all of a sudden he loses. But the question is, how well or how much did he improve in the injury in these 10 days. Now, keep in mind, common sense will tell you, although he practiced, he did not get hit on his knee. So he has not been hit at least since the last game we played. I'm quite sure he's received all type of treatment. And he got a couple extra days of rest, what we've been asking for. So the question is, how much did he improve in his knee in 10 days? We're not going to know that until tomorrow. Usually what I've said before, I guess if you want to use a sign, Zeke always starts off first in the first series. Second series, he comes out and do that, and then middle way in the second series, he does this after he plays because he needs to get off his knee, and he usually starts limping. The question is, how long will it take before he limps? And that's if he limps. Hopefully the 10 days did a miracle for him. Hopefully he's getting treated right now. Hopefully. And hopefully he's better. That would help. No doubt about it. So that's the question. But even though we got all our receivers back, and even though it looks like Pollard is not going to play, Ezekiel is not 100%. You have activated Smith and Hardy as your running backs now. So we know the guys are injured. Somebody's going to sit down. I would assume it's going to be Pollard. Then I see the offense not really getting on this rhythm like everybody wanted to be, like it was early in the year. That was kind of unrealistic anyway. We're at the point now in the season where you got to grind things out. Every game not going to be a pinball machine type offensive production. It's not going to happen. It's December. Things get tight in December. As we all know, you're not going to score 38 points a game. You know, it's just not going to happen now. So you got to grind it out, which leads now to what I'm most excited about, our defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and put it out there now. I don't care what, and I know I got a lot of Cowboy fans on right here with me now. I'm going to go ahead and say, I got some real high expectations now. And the reason why is because of who's coming back. Gallimore is back. Randy Gregory is back. D. Law, as of last week, is back. Michael Parsons is on his way as a rookie to be first team All-Pro. Trayvon, Mr. Lord have mercy Diggs, is without a doubt a first team All-Pro this year. Let me just go ahead and tell you. Tristan Hill has played well. The only thing I'm not worried, I just got an APB out on LVE. Now, I've already filed the paperwork. It's in Dallas now. It's there now. I filed the paperwork, and I'm looking for him. So I got everybody out looking for him now because we ain't seen him. He ain't made no play, he ain't been no impact, he ain't batted the ball down, he barely making tackles, he ain't caused no fumble, he ain't hardly making tackles, he ain't making no tackles. I mean, have anybody seen the LV? Don't worry about it. The work has been filed. There's an APB out. They've already alerted the officials in Washington. We're looking for him. That's the only part about my defense. And I know some of you saying Anthony Brown. I get it. But I'm okay with Anthony Brown. I am. But with the additions of Gallimore and Gregory, with D. Law back there, here's what I'm about to throw out. These last few weeks left in this season, this defense is about to turn out. Watch this. Dominate. It's about to flip, y'all. Where we were depending on our offense to carry us through, it's about to flip. Our injury report. I really do believe that this defense is about to take over. At least on this team. I really do believe with the way that Curse is playing, with the way that Diggs is playing, with the way that Michael Parsons is playing. If Gregory is anywhere near what he was, if Gregory is anywhere where he was before he got injured, it's really going to get crazy. D. Law is just getting his rhythm back, and he was incredibly disruptive Sunday, last week. I don't have to say anything about Mr. Parsons, who's been doing it all year. If you mix all that together, the other question is Mr. Gallimore. You know, I know he's back, he's a name, but the question still remains, can we stop the run? Because we're going to get tested tomorrow. We're about to find out if we can stop the run. It's been the same question for the last 3-4 years. I mean, we at it again. Hopefully, Gallimore, Tristan Hill, and Bohanna, and OC. Hopefully, they can get the job done up the middle. Up the middle is where our problem is. Antonio Gibson, who is, of course, from here in Memphis, who played ball here in Memphis. I'm quite familiar with him. He is the NFC leading rusher, and the reason why, because he's good. There's no doubt about that. Y'all remember what he did to us last year. He was dominant against us. So they're gonna run the football tomorrow. Can we finally stop the run? If we can do that, it's gonna be lights out. Because there's no team alive that can handle D-Law, Parsons, and Gregory. No team alive. No team alive can handle it. In a pass rush situation, you cannot handle it. You throw OC up there in the middle of that also. You really, it's about to get ridiculous, y'all. I really feel like that our defense is getting ready to take over this team combined. I really feel like with the turnovers that we generating, now you add incredible pressure to it. So the ball going to have to come out a little quicker than usual. And you got a guy like Diggs who seems like if you make one mistake, he gonna get it. The ball's got to come. I'm serious. I just feel like this defense is about to take over. I really feel like it. I'm expecting us to go up in defensive rankings just because of the people that's coming back. Hopefully, these guys can stay healthy on tomorrow. I don't see how you can add this type of talent back to your defense and don't think that it's going to be a tremendous change. I just don't see how you can. I mean, you can't add this type of talent and think, okay, well, everything's going to stay the same. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. This type of talent that's being added to this defense is what carries you to the next level. I mean, you can't add this. You think Parsons is dominant now. When you get Gregory and D. Law on the field at the same time with him, I mean, come on, man. Come on. It don't get worse. it doesn't get worse. It becomes that much better. And so I'm expecting this defense. I believe Henneke is going to get hit tomorrow several times because you can't hold this. The offensive line is not good. They've had problems this year. So they're going to try to slow us down by running the ball. That's my only question mark. Can we finally stop the run, or at least when we need to? Can we put them in third and long situations, 3rd and 8, third and 7 plus, 3rd and 7 plus when I know the guys are coming? That's going to be big. Now, there's another thing about it's just not Antonio Gibson. J.D. McKissick is nasty too. Very nasty. They have a good 1-2 punch. Both of them need to be watched. So we're going to get tested running on our running game, tomorrow. That was my only flaw about our defense. What's up, E. Kush? I see you. That's my only question mark about our defense. When I always have said is when we finally get everybody back, can we stop the run? That was my only question. I need LVE to show up now because this is where he can help us. Because once he gets his hands on you, he'll bring you down now. I need LVE. The missing person report is out on him. I need him to show up tomorrow. I already know what Parsons is going to do. Somebody might say, well, Neal is weak. Neal is gonna make some tackles tomorrow. I need LVE to reach back or whatever you got to do as young as he is and turn into LVE that we remember because he is incredibly quiet this year. Especially in the contract year, he has done absolutely nothing as far as I'm concerned. And this will be a great way for him to get in the game, get his head in the game, and get some stats on the board. I need my stars to have stats tomorrow. That's what I want. On the defense, I need my stars to have some stats tomorrow. Whatever those stats are. If D-Law can't get to the quarterback, fine. Give me some pressures. I ain't never been one. If Gregory can't get there, make sure that I get some pressures. And even if Parsons can't get there, at least make the quarterback get rid of the ball quicker than what he wants to. I need LVE to at least give me at least 7 to 10 tackles. Because he's going to get a chance to do that because they're going to run the ball tomorrow. I got to have it tomorrow. I got to have it. They have a legitimate wide receiver, Mr. McLaughlin, who I'm going to assume, I would assume that Diggs is going to see him. And if Diggs is on McLaughlin, good. I'll take my chances. That's what I'm going to say. What's up, Gary? Exactly, Tavis. I need the one that has that type of cachet. I need the one player on our team that's been an all-pro. I need the one that we spent a first-round pick on in LVE for the first time. I need him to show up tomorrow. He's gonna have his opportunity because they are going to run the football tomorrow. It's a Ron Riviera team. Know anything about Ron Riviera? Guess what? They run the football. He got 2 good running backs. They are going to run. I need LVE to show up tomorrow. I've been looking for him all year. I ain't found him. I got his face on milk cars in Dallas, in Washington right now. They gonna meet him in Washington if he show up. I'm looking for him. I've already put the paperwork out on him. No, Joe, it hasn't been confirmed about Pollard, but he has plantar fasciitis in his foot, and it's not torn, which is actually what Coach McCarthy say you wish it was torn. That way you can go ahead and get the healing process. When it's not torn, it get real tricky playing on it. So if you don't know, Joe, the Cowboys signed Ito Smith from the Falcons as one of the running backs from the Falcons. He's on the team, and it's come to my attention. Someone here said earlier that Jaquan Hardy, if you remember Hardy on Hard Knocks, he was the guy, the running back that had the glasses on. If you remember him, the one that wore the little Clark Kent looking glasses on his helmet, he's been activated. So that common sense kind of tells you if you have 2 running backs, one just signed this week, then you activated one from the practice squad. That ought to tell you that somebody's not playing tomorrow. Because usually you don't carry 4 running backs. So somebody's sitting out tomorrow. I would assume that somebody would be Pollard. So I think that's a safe bet that Pollard will not play tomorrow. bad timing because we sure he was getting hot again. But I think we'll be all right. But here, Joe, if you just join me, like I said before, I really don't, I don't put too much into that in the first place because Kellen Moore don't run football. I mean, look, he don't run, even with Ezekiel and Pollard was there, he didn't run the football. So, I don't think so. Gary said, yeah, you talking about LV. Yeah, he needs to show up. Yeah, LV been somewhere blowing out bubbles all year. Jaquan Harder, yeah, he's nice back. Blind as a bat without his glasses on. That's true. We found that out. Kevin said, I'm rooting for the kid Harder. He just needs an opportunity. The only thing I'm going to say about that, Kevin, is I just don't know, how much of an opportunity he would really get. However, now that I'm talking, let's just be honest with you. Hardy knows the offense more, probably. He does know the offense more than Smith. And that got to count for something. Smith just getting in. Just got signed this week. Coach McCauley said that he's picked up the offense, the plays that he has. But Hardy, knows the playbook. I think that got to count for something. So I'm gonna take that back. He just might, he might be the back. He might be the back behind. He just might be. It could be. What's up, Miller? He could be the back right behind as far as knowledge goes. I take that. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you, Gary. Clemens, yeah, I've been waiting for Clemens to get in. I don't know why he can't get an opportunity. He should be the back behind, or he was the back behind Tony Pollard. So it just seemed to me that he should move up. And I know what Clemens can do. Most of us know who've been watching ball. Know that Corey Clemens can flat out play. So I just believe that right? We like Kevin said earlier, we just gonna have to see who line up. That they got 5 running backs. We know Ezekiel's gonna start. Pollard probably will not play. I think that's a real safe bet. Then here come the mystery after that. Is it Hardy? Well, excuse me, is it Clemens? Should be Clemens. Is it Hardy or is it Smith? That's the question. We just trying to be honest with you, man. We all knew with this long schedule this year, and when you throw in COVID and the way guys are, finding out in the middle of the week that they have it, even though they don't have symptoms and all that kind of stuff. The bottom line is you got to be gone 10 days. So I've been saying it from the beginning. Whoever's left standing at the end with the team mostly intact, that's the team that's going to win the Super Bowl. For real. These bodies that we have, and even though those guys are obviously in way better shape than most of us are in, the human body ain't designed to take that type of punishment for almost 20 some odd weeks. It's really going to be a boil down to who is the most healthiest team and who can survive the COVID pandemic. You got a lot of stars who are falling by the wayside because of COVID. Then you mix in the injuries of players that are really being out. It's really going to, can you win without some of your star players? That's what it's going to boil down to. And you just hope that your depth chart is so good, or at least good enough, that you can get by. If Pollard is not there, and if Ezekiel Elliott is playing like the way he is now, and that's injured. If you find a dude, decide to run the football, can Clemens, can Smith, can Hardy do it? That's what it's gonna boil down to. Can those guys be effective enough that you're able to function in the absence of your top two running backs? That's the question. That's a question that a lot of teams are going through. Baltimore comes to mind. J.K. Dobbins gone. Gus Edwards tore his ACL. They had Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell's not on the team anymore. Now they got Devontae Freeman as their running back. That's their fourth or fifth running back on this team. Can those type of guys carry you through? That's the question. That's a lot of teams got there. Kansas City had lost Edwards Herrera, and they still had Williams, but they really want to give him the ball too much. You got to find out. Kyler Murray goes down for Arizona. Can Colt McCoy win you one or two ball games and keep the things floating until he comes back? The Cardinals did that. They won. That's why they still got the best record in the NFC now. Now Kyler Murray is back. Can your bottom guys keep you at the level where you at for one or two games so that the big dogs come back and you go to work? We've had that position on defense. That's why I'm excited about the defense, because we didn't have D-Law. We didn't have Gregory for a nice period of time. We didn't have Gallimore at all this year, except that we had Gallimore. These guys are coming back. So the question is, did our defense hold up? I say a resounding yes. No, we didn't play like the 85 Chicago Bears, but we were opportunistic enough that we made a difference on defense with all these interceptions that we have right now. That they held up. They held up without the big pass rushers. The defense held up. They did. And now we got the big dogs coming. So since they here, oh my God, I'm looking for domination. I'm looking for flat out disruption. That's I'm talking about havoc. That's what I'm talking. When you get a Gregory and a D-Law and a Parsons on your team, and I'm gonna throw in Gallimore. When you get that on your team, you should demand nothing less than flat out havoc, insanity, and coming at the quarterback. It's no other way to look at it. Huh? It is no other way to look at it. I'm looking for flat out craziness, insanity. That's what I'm looking for. Tomorrow. I'm looking for that tomorrow. I don't know what Gregory looked like. I'm going to assume he wouldn't be out there if his calf was not right. He's had way more longer in on the sideline than Dak did. Dak missed one game. He's back the next week. Gregory has missed the last 3-4 games. So I hope his calf is whatever the problem was. They didn't let us in on it, but it's obvious that his calf strain was worse than Dak's was. I think that's common sense. It's really simple. If he's back to where he was, then, ladies and gentlemen, I expect nothing but flat out destruction, havoc. That's what I expect. This defense finna turn it over tonight, man. That's what I want. I said all what I said just to tell y'all this. I'm expecting the defense to take completely over. They are going to be, as crazy as this may sound, y'all. Trust me when I say this. This is just my expectation. I'm expecting the defense to be the strongest point of this team these next 4, 5, 6 games. Yes, over the offense. Sounds crazy what I just said. I just can't see how I can't be expected with the talent level that's coming back, mixed in with what we already have, and see how they've already produced. I just can't see how I can't expect nothing less then they about to turn this thing up. Let me throw a name that ain't playing, that's not playing, but he's coming back too. Donovan Wilson hasn't been playing. I mean, come on. We still got some pieces that we can add to this thing and make it even better. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I love the way they have played Hooker because, you know, you're trying your best to keep him from getting injured. It seems like a big load on him is what gets him injured. I'm impressed the way we played with Hooker this year. We preserved him. His body is being preserved. And he's still getting plenty of snaps, but he's not, you know, getting majority of the snaps. And I like it. I like it. I like the way they're doing him and KZ. I love it. Both of them are coming off injury, so they switching it up. Donovan Wilson. I mean, come on now. I'm expecting this defense to turn it up to a whole different level. I'm saying, like, wow. I'm expecting. Let me go and put it. Let me go and ask y'all, because I'm doing too much talking. Y'all come on talk. How many sacks do y'all think we're gonna have tomorrow? I'm just gonna put it out there. Now look, Parsons is playing, D. Law is playing, Randy Gregory is playing, OC is playing. I'm gonna put it out here. Team, that is. Team sacks tomorrow. I'm gonna say we have 5. Man, I'm asking for a lot. I'm gonna say 5 sacks tomorrow. How many of y'all think we're gonna have? Team sacks. That can come from anywhere. Team sacks. How many sacks do y'all believe we're gonna have? Because Henneke got to get hit tomorrow. I'm gonna be very disappointed if we got less than 3. I'm gonna be very disappointed if we got less than 3 sacks. Oh my God, Miller done shot for the sky. Miller, I was trying to be. My goodness, Miller said we're gonna have 7 sacks. If we have 7 sacks, it ain't gonna be close. Gary said if you need 3 yards to get a first down, Harder will give you 3. If you need 5 yards for a first down, Harder will get you 3. Well, first of all, Gary, you ain't got to worry about that because shit, on 3rd and 1, we throwing the ball. I mean, that's what Kellen Moore do. So you know 3rd and 3, you know he passing the ball. I mean, come on. We talking about Kellen Moore. Come on, man. Joe says tomorrow our defense will be like the Oprah Winfrey show. You get sacks and you get sacks. How many though, Joe? How many? How many you think we're gonna find up with, Gary? Gary, I mean, look. Let's not act like we don't know who Kellen Moore is. Let's stop that. Let's not act like he this guy throwing it on 3rd and inches. Come on now. He won't even do a quarterback sneak. He dropping that back 5 yards. Trying to get a little rub route or pick route or something. Come on. This Kellen Moore. Bubble screen. I mean, come on now. It's Kellen Moore. You don't run the ball. We know that. Joe, how many sacks are you counting tomorrow? I see you said you get sacked. Everybody else is on here. Joe said 6 sacks and 2 interceptions, so he's 1 more than me. Kellen Moore, Tecmo Bowl, OC, exactly. I'm just calling it like it is. Joe said 6 sacks. Let me put it up there for him. He said 6 sacks and 2 interceptions. Wow. I said 5. I said I ain't got the interception, but I just said 5 sacks. I said 5. But you say 6. I think to tell you now. Miller said 7. I mean that's, and you know what? It ain't so far fetched, y'all. It's really not. because their offensive line is banged up. And they ain't seeing this type of speed they're about to see tomorrow. Do y'all realize the speed that's about to come at them tomorrow? I mean, come on now. Parsons and Gregory and D-Law, that type of speed? Come on now. He could have said, I see 5 at least. That's what I got, 5 minimum. At least 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery. See, some of those sacks, one or two of them going to be a strip sack too. Now, y'all know that. Y'all know D-Law swipe down. And that's one thing Parsons ain't learned yet. You don't see that. Gregory does the same thing. What's up, Hot Rod? I see you. The good and the bad and ugly truth that's on Podbean, his podcast. Appreciate you, Rod, for joining in. The question at hand, Rod, is how many sacks do you see with the guys that are coming back? With Gregory and Gallimore there, and you also already D-Law came back last week, and we already know what Michael Parsons done. How many sacks do you really believe that we can get tomorrow? That's the question at hand. Joe says 2 for Parsons, 2 D-Law, and 2 Gregory. Now, here's the real issue. So you can have all these bullets in your gun, like we have, and don't know how to shoot. So you can have one of them guns Rambo had in the movie, but you don't know what to do with it. You just got a decoration piece, which leads to this, and I'm not even worried about it because we got a great defensive coordinator in Quinn. He'll know what to do. But with Gregory and D-Law back, those are your 2 ends. Ain't no such thing as talking about we're going to drop Gregory back and no. They're getting on the end. So a lot of us have said that's what Parsons is just flat out dominant. And he is. But you're not going to drop D-Law or Gregory back and let Parsons go on the line on the edge. Which means we're back at where we were for in the middle of the year. We were saying like Parsons need to get on the edge because he's more effective rather than being in the middle. We're right back to that. But what we've seen in the last 3 weeks is that Parsons is dominant everywhere he goes. Now, he can get you in the middle and he can get you on the edge, but he is a terror on the edge. He's very good in the middle. Now, we don't want Parsons just to say he got pressures. No. We want Parsons to actually get some stats. He needs a sack. It's going to be kind of a little difficult for him to get up the middle and get a sack rather than I'm coming off the edge. Now, let's get ready for that. Let's get ready for that. Because Parsons, Gregory, and D-Law will be your edge rushers tomorrow, which I'm not complaining about that at all. I'm not complaining about that. My dream would be that you would line Parsons up on either side with Gregory or with D-Law and let the offensive line figure that one out. But that's where LVE is going to have to be LVE controlling the middle. I'm telling you, if LVE joins the party, I called out all the names without him because he ain't done nothing. But if LVE joins the party, please understand, this defense is going to another level. It's already going to go up 2 or 3 levels now. But if LVE joins the party, good Lord, it's going to be a problem. If he joins the party, I'm hoping that he comes with, I hope LVE, these last 5-6 weeks, I hope that he shows up. Gary says the guy who watches film and has a 40 years grade to sell NFL film said this week that right now Michael Parsons is the best pass rusher in the league. I have no arguments in that. You'll get a few people that will say that Myles Garrett is, and you really can't argue that. A lot of people, of course, will throw in the name T.J. Watt, but those are going to be the only two names that will bring up the debate. I understand Aaron Donald is incredible, but he hasn't had stat-wise the year that he usually has. It's not saying he's going down, but it's just Michael Parsons has elevated himself in his rookie year. And keep in mind, it's just raw talent. He ain't really learned the position yet. You see what I'm saying? You check this kid out about another 2-3 years. Lord, a flat-out dominant football player. But he's going to be a first-team All-Pro this year with raw talent. I mean, he ain't learned the position. He don't know how to use his hands quite great yet. You know what I'm saying? He just raw talent. He beat people off speed, really raw speed this year. He has a little quick and start outside, juke the tackle and shoot inside. And because he's so fast, he can get there. So right now he just using raw natural ability. He ain't learned how to use his hands yet. So I mean, if he this good now, good God, I mean, you can imagine what this dude's gonna be like in another 2-3 years. I mean, it's gonna be wow, just crazy good. You say T.J. Watt is the guy I say is second. Yeah, it ain't too many guys' names gonna be above him. The only two names that I think is above him, that will get debate as far as being the best pass rush is gonna be T.J. and Myles Garrett from Cleveland. That's it. That's it this year. Defense would take over, y'all. You could say if they would be so worried about Parsons, Tank, and Gregory that OC should get some favorable matchups. You could say I agree with you more. I'm just calling those three names out. It could come from somewhere else. I mean, just think about it. OC is there who can get you quarterback. We ain't even talking about Jordan Lewis blitzing. I mean, come on now. I mean, these sacks can come from anywhere. When you got this type of talent that's coming back that can hold up stuff and this type of pressure, I mean, the sack could come from somewhere. Somebody gonna get a bunch of one-on-ones, and if my dream, yeah, well, Tristan Hill's already back. Tristan has played well since he's come back. Joe, you're absolutely right. Tristan Hill has played well since he's come back. So I'm saying these guys and those guys are gonna get one-on-one. I don't know who you're gonna double. See, that's the thing. If you double D-Law, for instance, that leaves Gregory one-on-one. I mean, come on now. If you double Gregory, that leaves D-Law one-on-one. I mean, and good Lord, if you line up Parsons beside either one of them, do y'all see are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? I mean, come on now. This thing is about to crank up. It really is. It's getting ready to crank up. And I've been waiting for this because I already know what's going to happen. I said 5 sacks. I got some people on here say 7. I got some people on here who I think you could say 5 with me. Somebody else said 6. Exactly, Gary. See, the matchups are just crazy. You think about it. Y'all see how well OC's played. Look what Gary just said. Now, y'all know how well OC's played. Now put in Gallimore beside him. I mean, come on. How about this one, Gary, since you go that route? How about Gallimore and Tristan Hill? Tristan Hill's causing problems. He's quick, too. I mean, let's just play the game. The NASCAR package, okay? The NASCAR package. Your front four is gonna be, if it was me now, your front four gonna be OC, Tristan Hill, Gregory, and D-Law. Can you look? I'm like Prince now. Dig, if you will, the picture. Dig, if you will, the picture. Think about that. Gregory Olsen, Tristan Hill, D-Law, with a joker like Parsons just leaning around, who can line up anywhere. Just think about that for a minute. That's your NASCAR package. In other words, that's your fastest pass rushers all on the field at one time. You can't guard that. You can't guard it. Who you gonna double? Okay, whoever you double. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. Ladies and gentlemen, in the stall right behind it, look at Gary. I forgot about him. That bash him. Huh? Coming behind that is a person that's gonna come off the injury list too. Mr. Armstrong coming back. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see these crazy rotations? Do you understand why my expectations are high? Look at all these guys who about to play together. I mean, come on. I ain't thrown in Bohanna and I mean, come on now. Watkins, who's played well. I mean, we ain't said nothing about Watkins. Watkins, come on, man. Barring injury between now and tomorrow, this is what we're getting ready to see. Do you see what I'm saying? This defense, man. Look, y'all should be. Look, I hope I convince some of y'all to join in on my excitement level. This is about to get a little crazy. Well, let me put it this way. If LVE show up, let me preface that again. If some kind of way we can get him to join the party, if he joins the party, this front seven in any combination is going to be a problem. If we can get LVE, I ain't worried about Neil. If I can get LVE to join the party with Parsons when they line up side by side, this thing is about to get the way that Curse is playing. Mr. Lord have mercy. Look, let me tell you, this front seven is about to be nasty. There's only one question mark, and I'm getting ready to let y'all go. There's only one question mark remaining. Since we got all the bullets in the gun now, can we stop the run? That's what people are going to attack us. With Gallimore coming back and all that, that's where people are going to attack us tomorrow. Can we stop Gibson? Can we stop J.D. McKissick? That's the only question. Can we stop the run? If we can do decent against the run, that's when you about to see these hounds coming, Mr. Heineken and whoever, Gannon from the Giants, and Heineken again, and yes, even Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray gonna be running for his life. Okay, he gonna be running for his life too, because you can't stop all this. Jalen Hurts, if he decide to come back, he gonna get it too. This thing finna go to another level now. I'm expecting the defense to be the strongest point of this team from here all the way out, barring injury, of course. If these guys can stay healthy, this defense is about to take over this team. Joe says, can our offense score 30 points against Washington because our defense will ball out? My answer to that is yes, because if this pass rush is what I say it's going to be, your interceptions are going to come, you're going to get some strip sacks, and you're going to get the offense the ball again. You get this offense, extra possessions, we will score better. Y'all realize Dak Prescott been scoring 30 points a long time with with bad offensive line play and backups and no running game and still put up 30 points a game? Oh my God, if this defense give them the ball 2-3 extra sessions, oh my goodness. You enter in the world of 40 now. Oh, hold on a second, getting dark, and I know y'all think I'm doing the sexy edition of the Big Time Show podcast with this darkness going on. Told you I'm in transit. Y'all hold on. There we go. Well, there's a lot of glare there, but I'm in transition, y'all. Gary said 24 points is all we need. 24 points may be all it takes. See, Washington's gonna slow it down for us, y'all. Washington's gonna try to slow it. Exactly. Gary's saying the way I was saying. They're gonna shorten the game down because they figure we can't stop the run. Their best player on offense, well, one of them is a couple of them are their running back, Gibson and JD. They're gonna run the football tomorrow. That's why I was saying that's my only pass rush is not my question. Pass rush is not the question. The question is, can we stop the run? That's my only question. We gonna find that out very early tomorrow. We're gonna find that out real quick on tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow, right after the game, for those that will, I'll be right here tomorrow, right after the game. Win, lose, or draw. My prediction. I'm sorry, I didn't give my prediction. Y'all go ahead and get your predictions in your head real quick. I'm asking for them. I got the Cowboys winning. Now, let me throw this in now. I told you guys we have to, well, I didn't say this earlier, but I'm saying it now. We have to match their intensity. Tomorrow for them, the playoffs start tomorrow for them. They have to win tomorrow. If they don't win, it's a 3-game lead. We're not losing a 3-game lead. And then they got to come to Dallas. Not only is it a 3-game lead, but we also have the tiebreaker because we beat them. Okay? Their playoffs start tomorrow. If they lose tomorrow, this division is just about over. They'll be what, 5-8 or whatever. No, they're 6. They'll be 6-7 tomorrow, and we'll be 9-4. Nah, it'll be over with. I hope we match their intensity. Their playoffs start tomorrow. It does. And we need to be playing like our playoffs start tomorrow because the division championship really, essentially, to me, is on the line tomorrow. For us, it's right there in front of our face. Just grab it. Washington be the closest team to us, and they'll be down 3 games to us. That's really, it's just about over. It's a done deal. Yeah, we need to match them tomorrow. If we match their intensity tomorrow with all this talk about guarantees, Cowboys talking, okay, they got their coach back and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay. As long as we match their intensity, we good. If we match their intensity, we're good. We match their intensity, we're good. Joe says 30-21. Gary says 30-14. I'm going 27-14. I don't think we're going to get to 30. Joe said my brother will be at the game tomorrow with his Parsons jersey on. Joe, I promise you, your brother will not be the only one that will have a Parsons jersey on. If I was there, because I got mine, I might wear mine tomorrow, matter of fact. Parsons, it's going to be plenty of Cowboys fans there. It always is in Washington. We going to be there tomorrow. Cowboys fans will be in the house tomorrow. There's going to be plenty of Parsons jerseys. I got 27-14. I think the game will be shortened. To be honest with you, I think that They're not going to run for no 300 yards or 250 yards like they did against us last year. But I do believe that they still can get very close to 100, which is okay. Or right at 100, or a little bit over, or a little bit less. I believe they're gonna do all right running, but it's not gonna be like it was last year. And I think that we're gonna get some turnovers tomorrow, and I think the offense is gonna score. I think we're gonna do 27-14. And don't be mad, y'all, because I'm already telling y'all. Dak Prescott is gonna throw the ball right at 45 times tomorrow, because we ain't gonna run it. Kellen Moore gonna give it up. Miller got a close game. Miller think the Cowboys only gonna win 21-17. He's like me as far as scoring wise. I think the game gonna be shortened, but he got it tight. He got it a little bit tight there. I say 27-14 or 28-14, whichever one you want to go with. I think the defense is just going to be too much. I really do. I really believe our defense is just going to be too much. I really feel like that. All right. Is that it? Anybody else? Anybody else got a score for me? Anybody else? Code 2319 on Podbean. What's up? Appreciate you joining in. I'm about to end it, but you got to score tomorrow for the Dallas-Washington game. We Cowboy fans over here. If you're a Cowboy hater, so be it. Just give me your score. Washington fans, we want Dallas. The only thing they're getting is the Hawks. I ain't going to read it. Y'all read what Joe said. This is what Joe said. What they ain't got to walk long. We there. We coming. Yep. Gary is on with me. Gary, I have my frat on here, my fraternity brother on here. Howard, he said the kids, we have to stop the run. We got to stop the run, he said, which is no doubt. And we can't get behind. Yeah, I agree. Gary's with me. Gary said Antonio Gibson is going to be key for them to stop. I'm going to throw in J.D. McKissick with that also. He said, I believe it, Dak 36 out of 47 for 337 yards, 3 touchdowns. That sounds about right to me, Bear. He going to throw the ball a lot tomorrow. Yeah. Got to stop. You can't come out sluggish. That's what I was saying before. We have to meet their intensity because it really is their playoff game start tomorrow. They're playing desperate tomorrow, for real. They know if they don't win this game, they can go and start getting ready for wherever the draft's going to be at. They know that. You'll be, 6-8, and we'll be 9-4 with a few more weeks left. We're not losing no 4-game lead, 3.5-game lead. That's not going to happen. So their playoff game started. We got to match it. They're going to be hyped. They're going to be ready to play. And we're playing in their building. And they're a desperate football team trying to stay alive. Yeah, we got to match their intensity, which ain't gonna be hard because everybody talking trash now. So that talking trash for those of us that play ball in any sport, talking trash adds extra get up in your system. It does. And for those of us that have been athletic and played anything, once folks start talking to you or you start joining in on the talking trash, your intensity level goes up, your play goes up, and yes, even sometimes you might even make some mistakes. But your intensity level goes up with trash talk. And they're on both sides, they're talking trash. So I don't think it's going to be hard not to be locked in early. I'm kind of glad McCarthy, even though he's been mean the way the media is trying to portray it, but I'm kind of glad that he said what he said. because what it did and what it's doing, obviously based off the way I saw Dak respond, and I heard what Amari Cooper respond. What it did is get the guys focused. Look, I love it. I love it. That's what I want. So I ain't got no, even though the media and of course all the haters have turned it into something that is not. But so be it. I love it. Let's roll with it. I love it. I hope I'm expecting guys in warm up to be talking trash tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if they show the camera somebody almost ready to get in a fight right there before the game starts. I'm serious. This Cowboys against Washington. This is a rivalry game. They don't like us. We don't like them. All y'all new Cowboy fans, please understand. This is a hated rivalry. There ain't no love here at all. Especially if you've been a Cowboy fan for a long time. This ain't no shake hands, help somebody up, and all that. No. This is the type of game where you secretly step on them when you get up. Yeah, you turn your head, but you know where your foot is, where it's going. That's the kind of rivalry it is. There ain't nothing pretty about this rivalry. All the jersey swapping and all that kind of stuff. Man, look, please. This is the Cowboys against Washington. This is a heater. It make no difference. When you line up against this team, it's like generations of Cowboys and generations of Redskins. At that time, the Redskins, they're all coming right behind you. The ghost of Roger Staubach will be there tomorrow. Yeah. Forget Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. No, we talking about back then. Bob Lilly and Bob Hayes and Too Tall Jones, and Drew Pearson. Those ghosts will be there tomorrow. That's how serious it is. Redskins side, Art Monk and Darryl Green and John Riggins and Theismann and all those guys. Those ghosts will be there tomorrow. They don't like us. We don't like them. We don't like them. I never liked the Washington team. I don't like the Eagles. I don't like the Giants. And I despise the 49ers and the Steelers. These are the Thanos, and we the Avengers. These are the franchises we don't like. If you're a Cowboy fan, all I need to do is see you say amen. There are 5 franchises that if you're a real Cowboy fan, you do not like at all. Everybody in the division, you don't like them. And then the 2 outside, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. They have, to me at least, the same amount of disgust that I have for Philly, Washington, and the Giants. Those are the 5. If you're a real Cowboy fan, see, man, we don't please though. I can't stand the Tennessee Titans. You just joined the Cowboys in 2 years ago. Yeah, you're a Cowboy fan, but if you talking about, I hate the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Look, you just got it. You ain't no real Cowboy fan. I hate the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints ain't done nothing to us. Just stop it. You're a Cowboy fan, but you're really not a Cowboy. Who you hate more, the Pittsburgh Steelers or the New Orleans Saints? I can't stand the Saints. I can't. No, you just got it. You're really not a Cowboy fan. If you can't stand the division, it ain't nothing pretty about it. And if you're a real Cowboy fan, you can't stand the Steelers and the 49ers. That's just automatic. Joe says, I'm praying for a Cowboy win. Now, Cowboys stay healthy after this game. Yeah, it's good to have all these guys come back. Hopefully, we can keep them. Joe says, I hate the Eagles with a passion. Exactly. That's a division rivalry within itself. That's why I really like, I'll leave y'all with this. That's why I really like the way the schedule is set up. And it's set up for everybody. See, when you have division rivals, intensity level and focus really shouldn't be a problem. And the only thing we got is the Arizona Cardinals mixed in these last few weeks. Every other game is a division game. You already know the focus should be there. So I actually like the way the schedule's setting up, because you're gonna have to bring it every week now. And you already know it. And when you see that other team over there, you already know you're ready to play, because you don't like the Eagles, you don't like the Giants, you don't like the Washington. Every one of those games, we never really had a problem getting up for. We had a problem last year. Now, of course, last year, our guys were hurt. And, of course, the Washington took advantage of it. Our guys are back now. So, let's go to work. All right? I'm done, man. I appreciate y'all. I will be with you tomorrow evening, a little bit after the game on tomorrow. I hope you guys join me on tomorrow. Listen, if you like the show, you want to become a premium member of this, all you have to do is type in that right there on your screen. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. If you're on Podbean, you want to become a member or a contributor to the show, that red bag there that's on your computer or on your phone, all you have to do is join in, make a decision. Hopefully you will, and support me in that way. If not, it's okay. If you are here looking at me on Facebook or whatever, or on Twitch, it's right there for you. Just type that in and make a decision, and hopefully you will support your boy here in the podcast. All right. Tomorrow afternoon, I will see you. Joe, I appreciate you joining in from Italy, man, and get you some sleep. Tomorrow, right after the game, I'll be with you. The only regret I have is that this game is not on Sunday night for the whole world to see. I wish this was some type of way flipped to Sunday night game. I wish it was. The elements are all there. Trash talk, division rival, possible goodbye to the NFC East for real for the win. Washington, if they win, they're back in it. It's a lot of little subplots. I wish it was a Sunday night game. But the butt whooping will happen at 12 o'clock or at 7 o'clock. It don't make no difference. We ready to play. I can't wait till tomorrow. All right? I'll see you guys tomorrow, a little bit after the game. Either I'm going to come to you shaking my head like this, or I'm going to come to you laughing and giggling and say, I told you so. Then I tell y'all this defense is going to take over. That's what I'm going to come to you. It's either I'm going to be like this, like, God, man. Yeah, Joe said, hope the refs call a clean game. Ain't nothing we can do about that. All we got to do is just play. All right? But regardless, however what go on, I'll be here. I will see you tomorrow as we leave. Y'all know what to do. Come on, put your hands together. This is, I'll see you tomorrow, the Big Time Show.